Hey guys, what's up? It's Alex Herneznaz, and in this video today I'm going to be showing you how to make a little extra money doing a dailies run. Now this is just how I do it. There's a lot of other things you can add into these daily runs. I'm just going to be going with a really quick method that I do to make some extra money every day, and this can easily be used to, pay for a bond and keep your membership going. So it's not going to be the 2-hour long run with every daily you could do, but it's just going to be a quick and easy way to make some extra money. So I hope this helps you out, and I'm going to get into showing you a full run. Alright, so to start our run, we're going to be going in the wild to go get some criminal bolts. You need the bolt tips in your inventory to do this, and while we're on our way, we're going to stop at the Zamorak Mage and buy some runes. You mostly want to buy elemental runes like earth, air, fire, water. But blood runes, soul runes, stuff like that will also make you a lot of money, which we'll be getting more of later. So there's 3 trees. There's one near the Chaos Temple and others in Deep Wilderness. You're just going to want to cut them and fletch the logs into criminal bolts, and you'll make a little money this way. You don't have to do the trees, but it's not a bad way, and you'll be buying runes on your way there. So it's not too bad. After we do the second tree, we're going to make our way to the Mage Bank, and this is where we will actually be buying ourselves some more runes. There's a lot of rune shops around, but since we're here, we might as well go to the Mage Bank. Obviously, you don't want to bring that much on you while you're in the wild, but I highly doubt you'll find anyone PKing you up here, so it's pretty safe, but you should always be on the lookout. So in the Mage Arena, we're going to buy runes. You just don't want to buy Death or Chaos runes. Death, Chaos, and Mind runes are pretty much the only runes you don't want to buy. All the others you'll make profit off of. So we're going to be buying all them. And now we're going to be going back to cut the last tree. And after that, we will go and get the rest of the runes. So the next shop we want to go to is the Port Sarim rune shop. And of course, just buy all the elemental runes. And again, you don't need much money to do this. I had a starting cash of 10 mil, but I really only spent a few mil when this is all said and done, buying everything and doing all the dailies. Next is the Void Knight Outpost, which you can just run there from Port Sarim. And then we'll tele around. And I actually didn't know Berthorpe had a rune shop, but it does, and it has some free runes in there you can grab as well. And like I said, this is meant to be as fast as possible and doing everything in the most efficient way possible, so you don't have to tele too much. You can kind of do things one after another. So next we'll go to Yanil and the Magic Guild, and we'll buy the runes out there, which there's actually some blood and soul runes, which soul runes are actually like almost 2k each now, so that is some pretty good money there just buying those. And then we'll go to the Varrock rune shop, which also will have some decent elemental runes for us, as well as some free runes if you want to grab those as well. I mean, why not? They're free. And finally, I believe this is the last shop, is the Lunar Isle shop, which also is a really good shop for runes. You go into Baby Yaga's house, and you can buy, nature runes, law runes, soul runes. Runes are really expensive now with, all the lunar spells being used, so it's a good idea just to go to these shops and buy the runes. So that is basically our runes done. I went here. You can also go to Ali Morsane, but I guess I don't have the quest done because I'm a noob. But you can talk to him, and he also sells runes if you have the right quest done, I believe. But after that, I went to the GE real quick, and I believe I went to Sophonim Slayer Dungeon Teleport, and I bought the Feathers of Mott, which buy them all out, you'll make a decent amount of money off them. You do need a bit of cash up front. After this, I decided to use my Wicked Hood. If you have the Wicked Hood, you can teleport to the Blood Altar and withdraw Essence, and you get daily Essence for your Wicked Hood. So I ended up making, I think, around 500 blood, or not about 500 blood runes, a few hundred blood runes. I think it's like 200 pure essence you get from the hood. Ideally, you don't want to have a million things in your inventory so you can do it faster, but I didn't. You go to Uglog next, and Uglog you'll be doing a few things, but the first thing is, since player-owned farms is out, raw meat has gone up a lot, and you can go to the meat shop here and buy out the meat packs, and this will make you a decent amount of money. And then you're going to want to bank everything and go and mine the robust glass. Now, while you're mining this glass, I think if you have the Elite Desert Diaries done, you can actually go, and there's another rock. Without the Elite Desert Diaries, you get 50 of these glass a day, and you can take this glass, and if you look here where I'm going, you can turn it into robust, or you can turn the stone into robust glass, and then you use the glass and make potion flasks. And you can do this every day, and it is really a decent amount of money. I believe I make 50 because I don't have the Elite Diaries done, but if you do have them, there is another rock. I forget where it is. I'll put a link in the description to the wiki page for this, but you can go there and mine another 25, which is really nice. But, you know, there's not much to this method, but if you do it every day, you know, along with all this other stuff, you will end up making a decent amount of extra money. You can also throw other things in here, like a herb run. You can do blood weeds in the wilderness, which can also make some decent money. Divine locations I did not include in this run as divine locations. You know, if you have like rocktail divine locations, you can put that down. And rocktails actually go for a lot of money now, which is surprising. So don't forget to do your divine locations for some free money and XP. I didn't put this in here just because not all people have divine locations, and if you don't have them, you have to go into, you know, a world with a lot of people and wait for somebody to put one down. But you know, it's not too bad to do them. And next we're going to go some Slayer Masters. So Canifis is the closest Slayer Master to a lodestone, and you buy broad arrowheads, just buy them all out. And then we'll actually go to the Berthorpe Slayer Master here and also buy all the broad arrowheads out, as it's pretty close to the lodestone. So after this, we're going to go to Nay It's Not, and we're going to buy out the yak hide. Now, a lot of you may have heard of this because, you know, this is a pretty old method, but it still does work, as yak hides are used for summoning, I believe, for yak pouches. So again, all these shops you can do daily. So we go in here and we just buy all the packs of yak hide, and it'll end up netting us a decent amount of money. It took me a while to find this place as there wasn't actually a shop icon there, but you can see on the map where it is. So again, another decent method. This whole run took me about, I don't know, 20 minutes maybe. You know, if I wasn't recording and trying to get everything to show you guys where the locations are, and I was bladed diving and stuff, probably could take me like 15 minutes, which, you know, is pretty good. After this, I believe it took me a minute to figure out because I'm dumb, but you actually want to go to the Goldberg machine, and you'll end up making Viswax here, and I'll put a link in the description for the Viswax combinations, but it shouldn't cost you too much to get the right combination, and you'll be getting some decent Viswax, and then you can sell the Viswax, and you'll pretty much always make a decent amount of profit. So this is a great thing to do daily as well. So now we're going to get on to me selling the loot. Alright guys, so here I am at the end of our dailies run, and I started in my money pouch with 10 mil, and now I have 6.7 mil. So I'm going to sell everything we bought, made, and collected over this daily run and see how much profit we end up making. Now, some of the stuff will sell for more, some of the stuff will sell for less, but all in all, we should make a decent amount of profit. Like I said, this run does not take very long at all, and you can do it once per day. There's a lot of shops in this run and stuff like that. You know, the meats like we're selling now are worth more because of player-owned farms and stuff, but all in all, we should make a decent amount of money doing this, so we're just gonna continue selling everything. The runes actually make much more than you would think, especially like fire runes and air runes and stuff like that. So I would definitely recommend doing the runes and the Viswax, as you'll definitely make a good amount of money from that. So we're gonna get everything, the criminal bolts. Make sure we get all the runes in here, and as you can see already, we have made a decent profit here. So let's finish this off, and here we are. We're at about 14.2 mil, so we made 4.3 mil. All in all, you can probably do this run in like, I don't know, 15 minutes. maybe less. You can add more things on there. You can add farm runs, player-owned farm runs, stuff like that. But all in all, this is a good way to make some extra money just doing some dailies. You don't need a ton of starting cash. Like I said, we only spent about 4 mil there, and we ended up making about 4 mil. You know, you can do it each day. If anything, you could use this to pay for your bonds and memberships. You know, it's an easy, no-effort way to just, you know, not have to pay for the game and get free membership. You can easily make enough for a bond by the time your bond runs out doing this. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If it did help you, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't. I'm getting close to 1K subscribers, so it'd be awesome if we can hit that, and leave a comment on what you want to see next. Thanks for watching, guys.